Coming to you live from the Cat House in Montebello. This is Dre's Geek Philosophy, and the camera is too high still. Oh my lord. What's going on, everybody? As you can see, I am being joined today by my lovely wife, Rosa Limon-Cervantes. It's a husband and wife show this week. Pete has decided he needs some time off. Pete is not going to be on the show for an undetermined amount of time. I don't know how long he's going to be out. Pete wanted some time off. He's going to be very busy these next couple months. We just found out we're going to be having the first meeting for the 2020 East Los Angeles Comic Book
Cape 2020
Art and Pop Culture Expo. So Pete's going to be very busy, so he doesn't. He needs to free up his time, and preparing for the Wednesday night show and being on the Monday night show. Yeah, he doesn't have time to do the show anymore. So, well, at least right now, he wanted some time off. So, we're going to be rotating in and out some co-hosts. So today I thought I was going to fly solo, but my wife has volunteered at the very last second here to jump in.
I flew in.
She flew in. I didn't really want to put the burden on her this week since it's kind of video game heavy, and my wife is not a big fan of the games of the video type. But we're here nonetheless. We're still going to be here. As far as Wednesday nights go, I'm going to figure that out. I don't know if I'm going to do like a... I kept joking with myself saying, I'm going to do like a last week tonight of comic books, where I'll just pull up the data and just do a quick, last week tonight of just data of the comic books and do jokes and whatever.
Yeah.
Even though I won't be reading the books, I'll just have the data of it.
Yeah. And
just do if I can figure out how to get Switcher Studio onto either this or onto just the phone, I can do funny graphics. Maybe. I don't know. We'll figure that out. As far as Wednesday nights go, either that or I'll just do some video game streaming on Wednesday nights to kind of fill the gap until Pete brings back the Multiverse Comics show. So,
yeah.
Today is September 9th. It's the 9/9.
9/9.
That's what me and my wife always like to joke about. Brooklyn 9/9. But 9/9. It was 20 years ago. So there's a couple of video game anniversaries today. One of the bigger ones, at least to me personally, was that 20 years ago on 9/9/99, Sega released the Sega Dreamcast, which I forgot to take a photo of because currently my Dreamcast is at my office at work. And I was like, I should have taken a photo, and they're like, 9/9, friggin' 20-year anniversary of the Sega Dreamcast. Today, limited run games. They're releasing a game that was on the Dreamcast today that you could order it on their crazy website. I'm sure.
20 years ago.
20 years ago, 1999. It's a system which was really good. It was a system that was ahead of its time. This video game system, Rosa, was even back then, even in the infancy of the internet. This one had a built-in modem, so you can connect to the internet. Even though we had the Stone Age dial-up internet back then, you can still get online. You can play football against your friends. You can play basketball. The NBA 2K series, you can play those online, or NASCAR, or Daytona online.
So if somebody would call, then your game was over.
Oh yeah, you'd get kicked off the internet. Yes. And then arguably one of the most popular games on the service is a game called Phantasy Star Online. People I was reading a lot of articles today because a lot of video game websites were doing articles about the Dreamcast today because it's 20-year anniversary. And people even the crappy 56K modem speeds back then, they would still play this game. Yeah, then they'd log
I feel like
hundreds of hours.
I feel like there's just tension building in the shoulders. I feel like it's just nowadays everything's so fast and everything is speed. Everything is already at your fingertips when you could barely get it out of your mouth, right? Which is just say it and it's there, poof, right?
Yeah, today's gamers could not deal with that probably.
Oh no, are you kidding me? No way.
Millennials could not deal with
There's
the
any
loading
millennials
back
watching?
then.
Then let's see.
I don't know how many millennials watch this show or listen to this podcast, but the people we had much more patience back then to jump on the internet. And the other crazy thing, what I learned today about the Sega Dreamcast, it was the first video game system where they just used regular PC parts instead of building, because as Nintendo would build their own custom parts or chipsets. Even prior to that, Sega would build their own custom things, and they'd have to program to this custom chip. Where this time on the Dreamcast, they just used stuff straight off your Fry's electronic shelf. Like they built it and they used Microsoft Windows as a basis. So it actually made it very easy for programmers to program the games. Hey, look, I have another co-host.
We have another
Someone
guest.
snuck up. Hey, Yogi. Say hi. You're on the internet now.
Yogi's forever.
Yogi is forever on the internet. Forever and clean on the internet. Yeah, so like that's something I didn't know about the Dreamcast. So they did that so it'd be easier for the people who make the video games. Because when you give them some, I guess, architecture, it's very easy for them to program. I mean, I'm not much of a programmer myself, but when it was one of the articles I read today was explaining that, I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. And nowadays, a lot of Nintendo and Microsoft and Sony, they kind of do that now, where they do use pre-existing technology to make life easier in some cases for people who make the video games, since they're so complicated now compared to 20 or even 30 years ago. It's more complicated to create a video game.
Right, but there are still video games now where you can create your own video game, right?
Oh yeah, so they do like where you make your own. Where like well right now very popular is the Super Mario Maker 2 for the Nintendo Switch, where you can make your own Mario game.
Right. Yeah.
Danny Castro asked, "What did I do with Peter?" Peter asked for time off. Sorry, Danny. Peter asked for some time off. He's taking a sabbatical. He's still around. He's just he needed time off from doing the show. He needed his Monday nights and Wednesday nights back at his disposal.
Right.
He needed to recharge his batteries instead of coming on here and BSing with me. So there's gonna be a rotating group of co-hosts for the next few, who knows, couple months. I don't know. I'm right now. I'm guesstimating it's gonna be like through the end of the year. That's my current guess. Maybe after his birthday, the day before Christmas. Maybe Pete will come on back.
Pete has been assimilated.
Oh, Mario Maker review. Oh no, Daniel, you have not missed my Mario Maker review. I've been avoiding that game like the plague. Although I've had to test out several copies of it at work, and I've kind of like, because I don't like Mario Maker because people who create levels for it, they just create torture levels. Like I'm sure I showed you that one level where it's like it's the first level of the game, but it's all hell and fire and death and instant death. No, I don't like that. But because I love old school Mario, and then they let you make it like either you can make it the old school, like the 1980s Mario, or you can go with the 90s Mario, like all the little perlers that I keep making.
Right. Yeah.
Going up on Etsy soon. As soon as I make a big catalog, I'm gonna put them all up on Etsy. They have this, so you can make the Super Mario 3 Mario, or you can do the Super Nintendo Super Mario World, or you can do like a modern Super Mario Brothers. They have this, so you can literally make any type of Mario game. Right. Apparently they are ignoring Super Mario Brothers 2. But it was another game. It's complicated. It's a weird game. Like people already joke like, oh, Mario was doing drugs. Oh, you have mushrooms. Oh, he's fighting turtles. There's this other game where he's literally in this dream world where like he must be on acid or something. And it's like it's one where you're pulling up vegetables out of the ground and you're pulling up turnips and throwing them. You're fighting frogs and you're fighting mice with like crazy like deco like sunglasses throwing bombs at you. Yeah, that's the weird one. Right. For whatever reason, they didn't add that to the to Super Mario Maker. And thank you. And see, Kiet always with the factoids. That game was originally called Doki Doki Panic. It was a little guy in a turban. But for whatever reason, in Japan they felt that the Super Mario Brothers 2 that they made in Japan, they're like, oh, this is too hard for Americans.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, we can't do that. All right, we'll take this other cute game, Doki Doki Panic. We'll just put Mario, Luigi, Toad, and the Princess into this weird game.
Oh, my gosh.
And we'll just pass that off as, hey, here's Super Mario Brothers 2. And we're like, this is weird. Why are all these pyramids everywhere?
Weird, yeah.
Why are we fighting this giant Toad? And then at the very end of the game, you find out it's all a dream that Mario was having. He's just like, and he's in his bed. He's like...
Wait, so that means there's two versions of Super Mario 2?
Yeah. They did eventually release it here. It was known as Super Mario Brothers The Lost Levels, i.e. Too Hard for Americans. I did finish that game when it came out on... They did a game called Super Mario All-Stars on Super Nintendo, which had 1, 2, 3, and the Lost Levels. And I remember pushing my way through that game. That game was pure evil. There would be mushrooms that would not make you bigger. They would kill you.
Oh, no.
They were poison mushrooms. You had to watch out. So instead of being red, they'd be purple.
Oh, no.
Yeah, there was all kinds of terrible.
Wait, isn't that pretty terrible if you're a colorblind person?
Yes.
Oh, that's mean.
Well,
man.
the color would look different. Like, I'm sure even if
Right.
you're colorblind, it'd be like, hey, it's not
Just
the whatever
shade.
the it'd be a
Yeah.
different shade. You're like, what's wrong with that mushroom? You type,
Right. Yeah.
yeah, it was just not cool.
Man.
So yeah, Super Mario Maker, hell on earth. But I am curious because it's really fun in that like you literally like when I test it out at work. You just pop the cartridge in, and it just makes a level for you. Like just even before you even press start, there's just a level made just randomly, and you just can just play with it on the main screen. You're just on the title screen, and there's a level going on. You're like, oh, okay, this is easy for me to test. This will just take me a minute. I don't have to load up the game at all. And then I was like, oh, it has Mario 3 levels. I was like, I love Super Mario 3. Like that would be the only impetus for me to want to get that game is just to make a bunch of fun Super Mario 3 levels. That would just be fun. It's like Hammer Brothers suits everywhere. Like. You know how I talk about, like, I made a little Hammer Brother of the Pearlers.
Right.
But I always liked it because in that game, there was a suit where you can make Mario into a Hammer Brother. And you could throw hammers back.
Oh, that's cool.
And like, I'd always get super excited when I'd get that Hammer Brother suit, and I'd instantly lose it. Because I'd be like, oh my god, I'm invincible now. And I'm like rushing at enemies and throwing hammers, but like my hammers would go over them, and I'd run right into the enemies.
No strategy?
No strategy. It was just like, I'm invincible. I can do this. Nope. Not cool.
No game.
They made an amazingly awesome Street Fighter movie. It's animated. It came out in the 90s. Oh, interesting. So, also today, we'll say you bring in the colorblind thing. Reminded me that also today is the 5-year anniversary of a video game called Destiny, which I was very invested in for 3 years, and then for the last 2 years, I've been out.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, because the first game, like myself and my friend right there, Kiet, a.k.a. Iceberg, I was SoCal clone.
Is that the one that Jai's son plays?
No, that's Minecraft.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jai son plays Minecraft. This other Destiny game is a big online, giant world where we all play different races. We're shooting aliens.
Uh-huh.
It's like the people who made this game Halo, they left Microsoft, they made their own game, and it was kind of fun. But then at times it wasn't. But it was weird. You'd join this community. You'd have to play online with all these other people. I made several friends who I'm still friends with online to this day. We don't play Destiny together anymore.
Right, yeah.
We don't even talk about Destiny anymore. But it was 5 years ago today, apparently. That's literally when I bought that PS4 right there. I bought that PS4 right over here on our left.
Yeah.
I bought that 4 years ago. It was the day that Destiny came out. I bought that PS4. And it's the Destiny White PS4.
Right.
And and I invested. I remember I tried looking it up how many hours I played. I couldn't find it. There was a database online which logged all the time that you play in the game. It was somewhere close in the realm of like 3,000 hours or something. Some ridiculous amount of time I've logged into that game. Because I play online with my friends, and like if I wasn't, especially around the time I was unemployed for a little while, so I could play 12, 14 hours a day. It was really great. Or I'd spend entire weekends. Me and my friends, we'd be like, we'd start at like 10 a.m. and we wouldn't stop till like 2 a.m. the next day, trying to beat a raid boss or something like that. It was a lot of fun because the thing I always liked the most about that game was like, you were being frustrated, but with your friends. And so it's you and your friends versus the game. And we're like, fuck you, game. We hate you. We're going to conquer you as a team. And a lot of the activities required coordination between everybody. And you had to function as a team. It was it was fun, but awful at the same time. Oh, the head bashing of Crota. See, there were certain bosses where like, if you did one thing wrong, your whole team would die. And you're like, okay, let's start that up again.
Yeah.
It's like for make a musical reference. All right, let's go back to the 8th stanza and start from there. Right. It's like we don't have to go all the way to the beginning, but all right, let's go back to our last checkpoint. All right, who's doing what? All right, Art's gonna get the sword. Iceberg's gonna fire the rockets. Bushy's gonna kill a bunch of things. And Dre, don't die. And SoCal, don't die. Got it. Don't die. Because I wasn't good. I was okay. I at various points in the game, I was okay. I will never say I was good at Destiny. I was okay at best. Once in a while, I'd be above average. But most of the time, I was okay. I was fine. People had me around. I was around for my personality and my humor. I felt like a lot of people kept me around for that.
So you invested a lot of your time and days and hours
playing this game.
To suck.
To suck. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, reminds us, yes, we did accomplish a flawless raid. That's one of the hardest things to do, like where you go through an entire raid and no one dies. We did do that. It kind of hinged on me at one point because there's a point this game, it wasn't just all shooties. There was a lot of puzzles too, and sometimes there was this jumping puzzle.
Shooty?
Yeah, because it's a shooting game. It's a shooting game.
Okay.
Like it's like your Call of Duties or whatever. But this one you get to shoot things, but you also have to think. It forced you to use your brain, which is really cool. I like that part of the game. But I didn't like the part where it was like they tried to do like a Mario kind of level, but your camera is like first person. It's not like Mario Brothers where you can see sideways. Boop, boop, boop. No, it's like and I wasn't good at that. I was terrible at third person platforming. And it's funny because when we did the flawless raid, we weren't even trying to do a flawless raid. We were just kind of running through the raid like we normally do every week because you're allowed to get rewards once a week from these raids. So you do it once a week. All right, cool. We'll do it again next Tuesday. And so we're just doing we're running through the raid. And then we realize we're like more than halfway through. It's like, hey guys, nobody's died.
Pretty good so far.
It's like, wait, we could do a flawless. And then I was like, oh no, wait guys, I'm on my worst character for jumping because I had different characters. So I had one character, he had a rocket up his ass. He's a big giant robot, big rocket up his butt. Good at jumping. I had no problem. I was this warlock. I was terrible at jumping. Sometimes my character would be like this. Like normally you jump like a big arc like this. My character would go like this.
Warlocks don't jump?
I didn't jump well with warlocks. I was bad with the timing. It was all timing with the X button, which apparently Sony was trying to tell people it's not X, it's cross. And I was like, it's been X for 20 years. Sorry. Silly Sony. It's a cross button.
It's cross.
It's X. But it's triangle and circle and square and cross. No, it's X. Sorry, X marks a spot. No, sorry. Sorry, Sony. Sorry about that. So yeah, we get to that jumping puzzle, and like everyone completes the puzzle because like the blocks disappear. Like you're jumping across this wide chasm, and these blocks appear and then disappear.
Right. And
so I was like, all right, everybody goes, and they're like, well, it's on me, guys. I'm sorry. I'm like, I think I'm gonna die. I'm like, ugh. And I sucked it up. I actually have a video of this on my PlayStation 4 of me completing the jumps. Oh. Unfortunately, you couldn't hear the audio of us yelling or the abject silence of everyone while I'm doing the jumps.
Everybody clenching their teeth.
Come on, SoCal. Don't fuck this up. Don't fuck up this flawless.
Everyone silently doing the cross.
Silently, praying to whatever god they believe in. And I made the jumps. I was like, oh my god, I did it, guys. It was funny because like we still had to fight the final boss, but we had killed the final boss so many times at this point. Like it was just, it was muscle memory from then forward. It was like once I got to that line, and it looked like I was gonna die too. It was like so because they couldn't even see me. They were so far ahead. They just saw my name. Boop, boop,
right.
Boop, boop, and I got across. Made it.
Yeah.
Oh, we did it! We just walk right into the boss. We just murder him.
Yeah.
Because the boss is like right after. It involves time travel. It's a crazy boss battle.
So then it was worth it.
It was totally worth it. We did our flawless raid. That was my moment of triumph. Like I did it, guys. I didn't suck. The one time SoCal didn't suck at jumping.
Isn't that what gaming is all about? Right?
That is, trying to find those moments of triumph. And it was funny, those 3 years where I played the first Destiny game, like hardcore, I had a lot of moments of triumph and a lot of moments of failure, but those moments of triumph were really good. It was a lot of fun. To be honest, I don't feel like I wasted any of that time, even though I spent, like I said, 2,000 to 3,000 hours playing that game. Like before that, the most I think I'd ever invested in the game was like, or at least games that keep track of it, was like 200 hours in one of the Fire Emblem games or a Final Fantasy game. I probably invested one of the I think there was a Final Fantasy game I invested 200 hours into because it was really good, and then another Fire Emblem game, maybe 200 hours. But this game I put like 2,000, 3,000. It was documented somewhere. I think I have a screenshot somewhere of all my time across the 3 characters. Because a lot of times you're playing against a computer, or you're playing against other people. It was a fun game. And allegedly, so like next week, the company that came up with the idea, they're starting off on their own. They left the big corporation they had partnered with. They kind of had an ugly corporate divorce.
Okay.
But they got to keep the kids, so to speak. They got to keep the game. And they're publishing it themselves, but they're only doing it digitally. They're not doing any physical copies.
Oh, okay.
Because it costs money to make physical copies of games. So
do you think people would want physical copies?
Old men like me would want physical copies, but there isn't it's not an option for this company right now. They're just only going digital from here on forth, and they're trying to do a pricing structure. We're like, oh, guess what, guys? You're only going to pay like X amount per year, like however much. I think it's like $40 a year, and then you have all this content for the entire year, or something to that effect. I don't know. They're trying to be better than they were before. We're like, oh, hey, you paid 60, all right, pay another 40, and we need you to pay another 20 now, and then another 20 now, and then it was like they try to keep getting more and more money. Like, and it's funny. All this time we argue, we're not sure if it's the publisher or if it's the game creator. Like, oh, is it the developer or is it the publisher who's forcing all this extra money? Hey, you want more items? Give us more money. Hey, transform your dollars into this silver. Use this silver to buy. Ooh, you want that cool outfit for your character? Which a lot of times, like there were a few times where I did cash in some money, so I could do the Will Smith dance. Jump on it.
For a cool outfit.
I never did for any outfits, but I did it for dances. I bought the MC Hammer dance, so like you could see my robot literally just doing the MC Hammer dance. And then I had the Michael Jackson's Thriller. They would put in all these dances into the game. I could teach you how to Dougie. I didn't pay for the Dougie. The Dougie actually showed up for free. That was a random, like, hey, here's a random reward. I got the Dougie. Yeah, and then you see my robot just teach me how to Dougie. and the names would always be funny. It was called Educational Dance because they couldn't call it the Dougie. Of course, I'm sure the rapper or whoever came up with the dance would be like, hey, pay me.
Of course, yeah. But I mean, Michael Jackson, people would know that, right?
Well, yeah, it would be like,
yeah.
It was called. I forgot what the clever name. No, they didn't pay for that. No, they just because I don't think you can trademark dance moves. I mean, I'm sure he trademarked the moonwalk, but like when you're doing, it was the Thriller dance. It was just like dun, dun,
right, yeah.
Dun, dun. It was really cool. Like that was honestly one of my favorite things was doing those silly dance they'd add into the game. Like sometimes I'd give them money. I'm like, all right, you got me. Here's some money. I want that.
I want that dance.
I want that dance. I want to shoot somebody in the player versus player and just dance over them. Because I remember they added the hammer time because like they had it so like my giant robot could throw flaming hammers, and so I'm like, oh, it's so perfect. Stop hammer time. Throw hammers, kill a guy, and then oh.
Yeah, you just had to be.
Oh,
had to be.
I had to.
Yeah.
I had to. So that's what happened with that. So 5 years ago, but yeah, I have been Destiny clean for a couple of years. I did go back and play Destiny 1 a few times. I have no problem with the first. This is the second Destiny game where they were just microtransactions and trying to steal everyone's money. Mm-hmm. Although ironically now that game is going to be free now.
Oh.
The original game.
Yeah.
It's free to play. They're kind of doing the cell phone thing. Where like like cell phone games. We're like, oh, you can play the first year of Destiny, right? Destiny 2 right now.
But only
on computer, on PlayStation 4, on Xbox One, you can play it for free.
Okay.
But you can only play up to a certain point, and after that, like if you want all the new stuff, then like $40, please.
Yeah.
That's the trick. They get you hooked. They're like, hey, here's some free drugs. You like the free drugs? All right, do you want more? Ooh, look at all the cool shit that guy has. You want what they have? $40, please. Oh, but the cool shit. I have this MC Hammer dance, but that guy has some sort of whatever new dance. That guy's doing the single ladies dance. How do I get the single ladies dance?
How did I drop it like that?
Another one of our Destiny team members, Irv, he played with us the 3 years. His only platinum. See, in PlayStation, like if you achieve, like every game has these list of achievements or goals, and if you fulfill them all, then you get a little bing, you have your platinum trophy.
Right.
So like for me, that's one of my 3 platinums on the PlayStation was Destiny. And we all got the flawless raid was the last goal to get the platinum.
Right. Yeah.
It was like, what the hell? I guess we're all platinum, guys.
What are your other 2?
It's this comic book kind of a superhero game called Infamous 2, and then the sequel to that one. It was Infamous 2, and then there was the sequel to that one, like this. I forgot what it was. Infamous Second Son. It was this crazy. It was a comic book superhero-esque game. You got all these superpowers, and you you either you either play like super good and all your powers would be blue, or you play super evil and all your powers would be red.
Oh, right.
It was pretty cool. Like, I couldn't get the platinum on the original one, but I got it on part 2, and then I got it on Second Son because I love that game. Like, so much fun. Like,
right.
This is really cool.
Huh.
You play as good, and then I start the game over. I play as evil all the way through.
Oh.
You get all these decisions.
Yeah.
You get a decision of do I free all this food for all those refugees, or do I blow it up? Like, evil, blow it up. No one gets the food. And then you see this little meter. It's like, evil actions. Evil action gets you evil points, and as you got more evil, like your stuff got all crazier and like.
Is platinum the highest?
Platinum, yeah, that's like to if you want to achieve all the things in the game, yeah, that's.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, because there's like silver and gold and like bronze, silver, gold, and then platinum. That's only if you achieve everything in a certain game. So like I've only done that. A friend of mine, he buys all the Lego games because apparently those are easy platinums. Like because those games are aimed at mainly children.
Yeah.
Like it's easy to get the platinum trophy in those. So like, oh, look at all the platinum trophies I have.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, yeah, cool, good job. Like a phrase that was used for this a lot of times was called e-penis. It's like, oh, look how big my gamer score is. I have a bigger e-penis than you. Ha. I think a couple of my clanmates, they'd always be competing who had the bigger e-penis.
It's always like that.
It's
always like that. Yeah. Who's got the bigger trophy?
Who's got the bigger trophy? Who has the most trophies? Look at all the trophies I have. Look how digitally I am. I am amazing. Now, back in the old days, there was no trophies, but something else that happened last week. I don't know if you saw. You saw that. I was being very excited about this. On the Nintendo Switch, they added a bunch of Super Nintendo games.
Yeah.
They have their little yearly service. You pay them $20 a year. You can play the games online.
Right.
That's kind of the main thing. But the side benefit to this is that they have this little program like, they put a little icon on your Switch like, for the last year you've been able to play old Nintendo games, and they've been doing like once a month they'd add a few more original Nintendo games.
Right.
So they have a lot of classics and they have a lot of weird games, and that's been really cool. Like if I really wanted to play Super Mario Bros. 3 anywhere I wanted to, I could, and that's pretty awesome in my book.
Yeah.
And there's a couple other weird games I always wanted to play. Where okay, cool. There's this weird game called Star Tropics where like you're this kid and you go visit your uncle on this island, and he's like a super scientist, and like he gets lost and kidnapped, and you, a yo-yo and a baseball bat, have to go fight off a bunch of like animals and aliens to go free him. And it's like Legend of Zelda, but I guess slightly more realistic.
Sounds like every time I go visit my uncle.
Let me get my yo-yo and my bat. I'm gonna kill everything.
He's in Palm Springs. What?
He's in Palm Springs. It's hot. It's like an island of death. So last year they've had all these NES games, and people have been hoping, I hope they add more. I hope they do Super Nintendo. And so last week they did that. They added another icon. Boom! If you're a subscriber to the Nintendo Switch Online service, you have access now to these 20 Super Nintendo games.
Right.
And for some people who have already bought like that, remember how I have that little tiny or like our cat-sized Super Nintendo?
Yeah.
There's a bunch of those games on there already. But there are some other weird games that were not on my cat-sized Super Nintendo. I know we both look at our cat Yogi.
She hasn't been playing lately.
She hasn't been playing.
It's been too hot.
It's been too hot to play games for her. But they added a bunch of weird games on so they added some of the classics. They put like Super Mario World, Legend of Zelda, Super Metroid, some of the biggest, best games. But they added a bunch of weird games too, which are the ones I was more excited about. I was like, oh cool, I can play Super Metroid. Cool, yeah, awesome. Probably one of my favorite games of all time. But I can play Demon Crest. This game, like you are a gargoyle, and you can fly. And you can breathe fire, and you have to fight your way through a whole bunch of other demons and other things. And because it's an old game like where you can actually fly and hover. Like usually the bad guys can hover, and you can't. You're Mario.
Right.
Very rarely you can fly. You can fly for like 10 seconds when you get a raccoon tail, and you have enough of a ramp to fly up.
Yeah.
But in this game, you're a gargoyle. You got these cool wings. You jump twice, and you just hover there. You're like, yeah, screw you. Ha! Yeah. Throw fire, and then you can grab onto the wall. Like, say there's a shelf. Let me hang on to here.
Yeah.
Because there was a game called Gargoyle's Quest on the original Game Boy way back when, and I loved playing that game. My best friend in middle school, he had this game, and he would let me borrow it. I'm like, this is so cool, and it's kind of crazy for me. I didn't realize that there was a Super Nintendo version of this game, and I was playing. I'm like, oh shit, it's Gargoyle's Quest. It was like Demon's Crest or whatever. I'm like, cool. I'm like, I didn't even know this game existed. This is awesome. And there's this old Japanese role-playing game called Breath of Fire. I remember playing that a long time ago, back when I worked at the video game store called Game Stuff.
Right,
not
yeah.
GameStop, which I also worked at. Take a drink, everyone. But Game Stuff, I remember playing that game, Breath of Fire. Also really cool. So yeah, they're adding these games that are not from Nintendo, they're from other publishers.
Yeah.
Which gives me hope that, oh, all right, cool, maybe we'll see some other weird, crazy games on this service. But the sad thing is that they also announced that, oh, before they were doing it where every month you get 2-3 games. Now they said, oh, we're gonna do it whenever we feel like now. It's not a regular it's not going to be a regular occurrence. We're like, oh, we can expect at the end of November, or end of October, or there's going to be X amount of games. It's going to be Nintendo now says like, oh, you know what, we're going to release them when we feel like it.
Yeah.
Because I guess sometimes the programming can be very difficult. So what the other cool thing about these, so it's all these old games.
Mm-hmm.
So some of them you can play multiplayer. What they did now is like you can play these games online against somebody else. Like let's say you want to play. Tennis, the original NES tennis. You can play against someone else online.
Right.
The old Nintendo game. Weird, right?
Yeah. I think they finally got with it. They're like, hey, people.
Well, but it's hard to program. Well, yeah, but it's hard
people.
to. Well, but you're trying to take. It's like you're trying to take. It's like trying to take a VHS player and connect it to your like a really expensive TV. That's like trying to get the online to this old ass Nintendo programming.
Right. Yeah.
Which you'd think you'd be easy, but I don't know. Eric here is asking, what new games am I looking forward to? Honestly, on PS4, there's not much I'm really super jacked up for at the moment. I think the game I'm anticipating the most, it's a game called Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. It's a remake of an old Game Boy Advance game. Mm-hmm. Well, not even Game Boy Advance. It's a Game Boy game, like old school. Very old Game Boy game. That's probably, I'm looking forward to that. I still have to play Marvel Ultimate Alliance, which I bought. I still haven't put in enough time into that. I'm getting old, and my child is in here. I'm going to be having a child. There's a baby in this oven right here. So I don't know when I'm going to find time to play. I had to talk myself out of buying Diablo 3 for the Switch. I'm like, oh yeah, the baby's gonna wake me up. Maybe I can play Diablo while have my baby in one arm and Diablo in the other hand. I don't know.
How do you gamer dads do it? How do you gamer dads do it?
I know my friend Art. Let's see, our buddy Art, he would play Destiny with his baby in the little holder that we got. He would have the baby in the holder, and then he'd have the controller in his hands. He'd have the baby right there with him, and he'd be playing Destiny with us, with his child, right there in his holder. I don't know if I'm that brave.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if a certain mama of this child is gonna want me exposing our child so much to
shooties.
Shooting or whatever. Or
shooties. Maybe Dougies, but not shooties.
Too much shooting. I don't know. I don't think I can return to Destiny, but maybe hopping on mushrooms and turtles will be fine for her. But anyway, I don't know if the baby will start trying to hop on the cats. Man, that probably wouldn't be good. No. Maybe our baby's gonna see Mario hop on Yoshi, and then our child can be like, oh, let's hop on Yogi.
Yeah. Oh man, can't wait.
So so I do have a little piece of non-video game news today. It's been announced today that they're looking for a female actress for. So there's all these Disney Plus shows are going to be going on in the next forever apparently, and so they're going to do a Hawkeye show. So in the movies we've seen Hawkeye, Jeremy Renner, and he's kind of gone through this crazy arc recently. So in the comic books, there's a point where Hawkeye died. And there was a female Hawkeye who kind of she idolized him, and she took on the role of Hawkeye while Hawkeye was temporarily dead. Right, yeah. But of course, and then she came back. So there's this young lady named Kate Bishop. Yeah.
Yes, Eric.
Yes, the baby was planned, Eric. And so.
Oh, Jai. Sorry.
Oh, what did
I just said. The Switch is a godsend, and somewhere I have a picture of Noah crashed out on my lap while I was playing Kingdom Hearts 2.
That's right, because I think Kingdom Hearts 2 came out right after Noah was born.
I like the soundtrack to Kingdom Hearts.
Yes, whenever I put on the Kingdom Hearts soundtrack, she likes it. So cute. She was digging the Chrono Trigger soundtrack the other day.
Yeah.
And so Hawkeye, there was another Hawkeye named Kate Bishop. And so now, today, they said that they're in talks with a young lady named Haley Stansfield. A lot of people probably don't know her by her name.
Okay.
But you probably, I know her best from, she was in True Grit. It was a few years, I don't know, about 8 or 9 years ago. She was still a kid. It was the True Grit with Kurt Russell and Matt Damon and Josh Brolin. She was a young lady who hired Rooster Cogburn. And then later on, she was in Pitch Perfect 2 and Pitch Perfect 3. She's like the new recruit. You haven't seen those yet. Part 2? Yeah. Have you seen Part 2? Yeah, you did see Part 2. That's right. You have seen Part 2. Yeah, she was the young recruit. So the rumor is they're talking to her to become Kate Bishop. I hope it's not a face hugger for me. I mean. Oh my gosh. Well, do you have any random questions for me, wife?
Random question?
Yeah, a random nerd question. Yeah, oftentimes you'll ask me stuff when we're out and about, or if we're just sitting around. You'll ask me something about the nerd world, and you want me to enlighten you. Is there anything off the top of your head? I hate to put you on the spot, but since you decided to join me here.
Yeah. No. Well, there's nothing about recent stuff really that I could possibly know. But what's your favorite soundtrack?
My favorite soundtrack. Ah, man. My favorite soundtrack, that's a rough one. Because there's a lot of different ones. Like,
I hate to stump you like that. I know. It's
no, there's some good ones.
About music in the middle of, like, whatever they're doing.
Okay, there's this weird music game called Bust a Groove. It was this weird dancing game that came out in, like, the late 90s on the PlayStation 1. And I fucking love that soundtrack. It's so freaking great. It was like, hey, what's up, Bushy? It's this weird. I put it on a few times in the car, and you're like, "What is this?" I'm like, "Oh, it's a weird dancing game. It's too bad. It's too bad." It's because it's a Japanese-made game, but they actually brought in American music producers to produce the music for this game, and it was a very much a mix like hip hop plus like J-pop. Oh. And it was like confused together. That's like you feel the distinct, you feel that Motown, you feel that freaking some of the songs, you hear that R&B, like hard influence, but then you also hear the J-pop as well. It's just awesome. It was this great
That was like a cool confluence.
Oh, it was so cool. Like if you just look up Bust a Groove, yeah, it's the first one was really good. The second one they didn't bring back that same music producing group. It was called Avex Tracks.
What kind of like game is that? Is it like a dancing game?
It's just it's a music game. Like you could play it kind of like if you had a if you had like a DDR controller, you could play it that way. But it was a lot easier to play it with just the D-pad. Like because you'd have to pay attention to the beat, and it would give you commands on the screen. You'd be like up, left, down, circle, up, down. But everything was on the 4, like on the 4 beat.
Oh. Okay.
It's like but each song was different. So like it depended if it was a fast song, you're like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, up, down, 4. On the 4, you'd be like 0. Oh. Circle, left, right, circle.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah.
Irv goes off. Not Parappa Rap. I hated Parappa the Rapper. Because they get stuck and then punch, geek, it's all in the mind. Inside your mind, you find that the things that teach you are sure to beat you. Now listen closely, take a lesson from teacher. Punch. Now punch and kick it. Oh God! At least it was a kickboxing onion that was teaching you all this.
A kickboxing onion?
That's the first song, and the second song is this really annoying DMV like walrus lady.
Oh.
Now turn to the left. Now turn to the right. Now pump, break. Then Jai's asking, when did you find a copy of Buster Groove? I only had a bootleg copy of Buster Groove. I could never finding a legit one is actually very expensive. Because yes, back when I was college student, Dre, I had to bootleg all my games. I had to get all my illegal copies.
They didn't have it at GameStop?
Oh, GameStop? Oh no. Well, these PS1 games, like they were the supply and demand. They were not a lot of supply, and then there's obviously high demand among collectors for these games. So
right,
I don't know how much a copy of Buster Groove for the PS1 would cost nowadays. Probably it's more than I would be willing to pay. I think my brother actually has a copy.
Oh.
And I know I don't want it now because he loaded it up and he beat the brakes off of me.
Oh.
Because okay. like my timing is off. Like I haven't played the game in like 16 to 20 years,
Right.
however long ago it was when that came out.
Yeah.
And he was just beating me. Like, it was like, I probably had this ass whipping coming.
Right, yeah.
I had his ass whipping. All the times I've beaten his ass in games.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I mopped the floor with him when he was young.
Oh,
This
no.
time it was like, oh, the chicken's done. Come home to roost, Bobby Boucher. And he beat me down. And he was so happy. And like, you know what? He earned that. He was still good at the game.
Yeah.
I clearly was not.
He was just like, no sweat.
No sweat. He just like, boom,
sweating
boom.
bullets. Yeah.
He's like, it's like, fly into your soul. Bum, bum, bum. I'm trying to remember, where's the 4 beat? Oh, God. I'm trying to remember where the 4th beat is. Oh, my God. Do you think Nintendo is preparing the Metroid game? Right now, Metroid's going through some weird... I think they fired the entire development team and they went... Something wacky's happening in Metroid. I'm not 100% on top of that. All I know is that recently they changed development teams on it, and I don't know what's happening. I don't know what happened with that. But yeah, Buster Groove. That's probably my favorite soundtrack. Closely behind that, it's another weird soundtrack. It's Final Fantasy Tactics. It's full of all this classical music, and it was just so pretty.
Oh yeah.
It's like.
Yeah.
This game was built to be played for hours at a time.
Right. Yeah.
And
yeah.
so like it'd be like the same like buffer like bed of music.
Yeah.
Would be playing throughout the battles, and just each of the pieces was so good. It was like there's nothing monotonous about each
It's
track.
a beautiful orchestra behind
Yes.
it.
Yeah, it was all like because it was a CD based game. It wasn't like a
Yeah.
Super Nintendo game like where I was pointing out to you, oh yeah, these are MIDIs, and then here's the orchestral versions of like Chrono Trigger ones.
Right.
And I was like, oh. There's this other one. It's the music throughout the entire game was all orchestral, and
Right.
it's just freaking. It's so pretty.
Right.
Just listening to it,
Yeah.
like like the intro music still to this day still puts hair. It gives me goosebumps. It makes the hair stand up on my neck. Like ooh, it's just a pretty. And then now I have a legit copy of that soundtrack.
So it'll be good. So when the baby needs to sleep and you need to sleep, we'll just put that on.
You just put that on. You just go grab the iPod from my car and just like put one button. The little guy's here. Put one button in, and you just put us to sleep. Oh yeah. The quick way to if you want to put me and our child to sleep, Kingdom Hearts. There's one track on this used to be my cure for insomnia. I literally had when I used to have trouble sleeping, I had this song ripped onto my original Xbox because the original Xbox, it's basically a computer.
Yeah.
And you could just rip your music CDs onto the tiny 2 GB hard drive or however big the hard drive was on the original Xbox.
Right.
And
2 gigabytes.
Yeah, it's 2 gigs. Yeah. And I put this one track from Kingdom Hearts is this beautiful piano piece where it's only piano, and it'll just put me to sleep. Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, 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 ba, da, bum, ba, dum. It's so pretty. It's this pretty piano piece, and it's just like.
And that's the show for tonight, people.
Put me in. Oh, okay. Oh, Eric has a great question. Have you ever brought your wife to a wrestling show? Actually, I think our first date, I took you to New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
Our first our first actual date.
Yeah.
I took my future or my current wife. Well, she was gonna be my wife. I took her to go see Japanese professional wrestling at Long Beach.
Yeah.
We went to go see New Japan Pro Wrestling.
It was so fun.
It was their first time in Long Beach. Yeah, Jai goes, I'm talking about Dearly Beloved. Yep. Kiet was there, and so was JC. That was our first date. It was kind of impromptu. Our friend...
just like you were on your friend's first date, they were on our first date.
Yeah, it's like I was on
really
my friend my friend Jonah and Laura, I was on their first date without knowing. Kiet and JC and Josh, because Josh hit me up that morning, like, because our first date was going to be the following Tuesday, where I was going to go take you to a taping of I was going to take her to a taping of a podcast for Doug Loves Movies.
Yeah.
Like, all right, cool. We both like Doug Loves Movies. All right, cool. I'll buy tickets for next Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Sunday morning, Josh hits me up like, oh, I have an extra ticket for New Japan. I'm like, hold on a second. I might take it. I know our first date was supposed to be Tuesday. Hey, how would you feel about watching some Japanese professional wrestling in Long Beach? Are you free today? And she was free that Sunday. I messaged back, Josh, I'll take that second ticket. I'm bringing a lady.
Yep.
And our unofficial first date.
It was our first date.
Was New Japan Pro Wrestling. It was a crazy show.
Yeah. It's pretty fun.
It was insane.
Yeah.
New Japan Pro Wrestling. That's probably my favorite professional wrestling right now, hands down. I love watching it. Even above NXT right now.
More than
I don't know what her favorite match is. I know who one of her favorite wrestlers is. The Velveteen Dream. That's one of her favorite wrestlers. I've shown her a bunch of NXT. I'm trying to think your favorite Japanese wrestler has to be Hiroshi Tanahashi in his beautiful mane of hair.
He's beautiful.
The man is pretty.
The man blow dries his hair for sure.
Yeah.
Before a match. He's gorgeous.
He's gorgeous. He has that gorgeous hair. He looks like Heather Locklear. He's rocking the Heather Locklear hair. Go Ace.
I mean, I loved it.
I think you like Ibushi though, right? You thought Ibushi was cute, right? The Golden Lovers.
Oh, for sure, yeah. I mean, there were so many fun parts about that. I mean, and so many things that I learned that I didn't know from lucha libre,
right?
And then regular wrestling, and then Japanese wrestling.
There are distinct differences between the various disciplines.
It's pretty awesome to see everything, how different they could be and how they are.
Yeah, because this young lady is taking me to several Lucha Vavooms because she works for Lucha Vavoom, and I by periphery now work for Lucha Vavoom, kind of.
I snuck you in there.
She snuck me in. She was working for Lucha Vavoom, and then now I do security for Lucha Vavoom.
Yeah.
Adam Cole. I don't think I've shown you Adam Cole yet. I think Adam Cole. I think when I was watching the last NXT, Adam Cole was wrestling, but. You probably think he's. Oh, she thought. What's his face? You like that MMA guy? You liked freaking. The dude with like the freaking 18 freaking abs.
Oh yeah.
Oh, freaking Matt Riddle.
Yes, yeah. Crazy abs.
Herb goes pre-crazy Heather Locklear. Yeah. Yes. No. Just the hair. Just the hair. Tanahashi has the hair.
Yeah, pre-crazy Heather Locklear.
Just the hair. It's just the hair for that.
I like that.
Yeah, my lady. We've gone to a couple of New Japan shows. We didn't get to go to the Super J Cup recently just because it just didn't work out.
No.
We were not free that weekend anyway.
Yeah.
And I don't think I had an extra $140 to buy tickets for the Super J Cup. And with this little guy coming, it's gonna be a little while before we get to. Although once he's old enough, I want to take this little guy to some lucha libre.
Yeah. He'll have his own little pair of gold shorts once he's
although technically he's already been to wrestling. We didn't know he was in there when we went to Cinco de Mayo Lucha Vavoom.
Cinco de Mayo?
Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah.
We didn't know that all the three of us were.
Yeah.
We didn't know.
We were all there already.
We were all there already. It was the week after. We're like, oh wait, we're having a baby.
We're having a baby.
And then he was there for hot. We knew for a fact he was there for the last time we went to Vavoom.
Yep.
Hot in the city. Hot summer city. Hot in the city.
And got Dirty Sanchez.
Yeah. You got a photo. She got a photo of Dirty Sanchez. She held Dirty Sanchez's belly, and Dirty Sanchez held her belly.
Yeah.
It was hilarious. Well, I think that's our show for tonight. Unless you had any other funny questions for me.
What do you want to do for your 40th this month?
Oh my God, what do I want to do for my 40th? I'm turning 40 in 2 weeks. 2 weeks from Thursday. I'm turning 40. The big 4-0, or for you guys watching, 4-0 since it's backwards. I don't know. I know what I'm doing the day before, because my wife here, after the podcast a couple weeks ago, I was talking about how about the Main Street Electrical Parade. That apparently that night, my wife watching the show decided. My wife, she bought me 2 tickets to Disneyland. She's not going. She does not care for Disneyland. She does not want to go there, but she bought me 2 tickets. So
crowds. I can't. She can't
take the crowd. Yeah, she can't go to Costco. No. She can't go to Disneyland. You can't go to
big theme parks.
Theme parks where everything's we can go to sporting events. Yeah. Apparently, you held it together because everyone's organized.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, I'm going to be going to Disneyland. I'm probably going to go live from there during the parade, or I'll probably do some live videos or whatever while I'm there. Take advantage of the fact definitely at Star Wars I'm going to see Galaxy's Edge. My goal for that is to sit and watch the Main Street Luncheon Parade. That's the purpose why my wife bought me this ticket. So I'm going to take my brother. I'm going to see if any of my other pass holder friends will be available that day. Yeah, 40 is old. I'm not a young man anymore. I keep finding that in different ways. My back, my neck, and my back, my thumbs.
But then when you're good, when you're like 70, you're gonna be like, 40
wasn't too bad.
Cake, yeah.
The next thing to look forward to is the senior discount, says Irv. That's
from the back of the menu.
Or from the back of the menu. Oh, Ja. Yes. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do to celebrate turning 40. I know my good buddy D-Lo. He turned however old he is yesterday, and then tomorrow he's doing karaoke up in Burbank. I'll probably be sitting here at home sleeping.
Wow.
I don't know. I would have done a rock band party, but no, I just don't have it in me right now. I just don't have it in me to do a rock band party.
Yeah,
we ain't got time for that. There ain't no time for that right now.
Things are changing.
Things are changing. There's a baby coming. There's a baby coming. There's a lot of work going on.
Eric,
maybe I'll do.
Does she have any interesting hobby that she forced you to do?
Does she have any interesting hobby that she's forced me to do?
Did she force you to do anything?
I don't think so. You don't make me do nothing. You keep trying to take me hiking, and I'm like, no. I'm old.
But I did get him in a pool, and I did get him to wear shorts, and
I don't like wearing shorts.
Him to wear flip-flops.
I don't like wearing flip-flops.
And I got him to walk on the beach.
We need to go to the beach, and I'm not a fan of the beach. That's because I love her. I do these things I don't like because I love her.
That's what you do when you love somebody.
She lets me play video games occasionally.
You can play them whenever you want. Don't say that. That's mean. You can play them whenever you want.
Right. Whenever I want.
Okay, after you clean the litter, feed the cat.
After wash dishes and take care of the cats. And if there's time before bed, I'll sneak in some.
You're always playing on your phone.
I know. I play phone games more than I play actual video games right now because those are free. These darn sophisticated games like Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes and Marvel Strike Force. So, see, Edward, this guy said, hiking is fun. My boss, Bobby, he went hiking. He went on the Devil's Backbone. I don't know if you've heard of this.
No.
No, like he didn't realize until after the fact that apparently people have died on this Devil's Backbone. Like he went hiking with his wife and a whole bunch of their friends. They did that yesterday. He was regretting it today. He's very exhausted and tired today.
Is that why he got into work late today? Maybe.
No, he got to work a little bit later than normal. If we were gonna name the baby, would it be the Velveteen Dream?
That'll be his nickname.
Oh, my little baby, the Velveteen.
Maybe after he changes diaper. Velveteen Dream.
Velveteen Dream. P-O-O-P. P-O-P-P-Y. Poopy. Poppy. Poopy. The Velveteen Poop.
That's gonna be exciting no matter what.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Can't wait to be a dad.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that. Then it's going to be the father-son podcast. But I have to put like a little blue dot over his face.
Yeah. Or we can make him a little luchador mask.
Oh, we're going to put my son in a luchador mask.
Yeah. No problem.
Is Miles still a front runner for a name? No, Miles has been disqualified.
Yeah.
Miles is out.
Just because somebody else has it, that we know that is close to us.
Well, one of my Disney buddies, he just had a kid, and they named the kid Miles. So I was like, oh.
Yeah, we have plenty of time to.
There's still time. We still haven't settled on a name.
Yeah.
We thought we had settled on a name like 3 months ago, but now it's like let's think about some more names.
Yeah, why not?
Ever since we found out the have we made it public the gender?
We told a few friends.
We told a few friends.
Yeah.
I don't think that guy knows the name because he's his name. putting us on the spot there, Miss Jackson Baldor. We told you in confidence. I mean, I haven't.
A few friends.
We told a few friends. I haven't because we're not doing a gender. We're not gonna stand there with a balloon and pop it. Oh, color.
I know.
We're not doing a gender reveal.
We don't want to.
My child's name will not be Earl. That's your evil name. Oh no, your evil name is Iaj. Your Earl is your pseudonym when you don't want to get in trouble.
We paid attention to Jai's 3 rules of baby naming. So every name that we go through the Jai's 3 rules of baby naming.
Jai gave us 3 rules. Go ahead, honey. I can't do it justice.
Okay.
Well, can't be biblical.
Can't be biblical.
No biblical names. No, you don't want that.
Yeah. It's enough of that.
2 is like, would you be comfortable yelling it out in a large, supermarket or
over a speakerphone?
Over speakerphone. Would you be able to yell it out?
Yeah.
And 3, would it be something that you want your child
in the future,
when the child is an adult,
is
it a name that would be appropriate to be yelled at during
with their loved one?
With their loved one, whoever their lover is. Would it be something that their lover would want to yell out?
Yeah.
That is the third name. That is the third rule.
Yeah.
The name has to pass all 3 of the rules.
See?
Not biblical.
Yep.
Can I yell it out?
Nope.
Can I yell it out in a supermarket,
right.
or would a future romantic partner be able to yell it out comfortably?
Thanks, Jai.
Thanks, Jai.
Thanks for making it extra difficult for us.
Yeah. I mean, it is things you have to consider.
Still fun, yeah.
Yeah, you have to consider things. Earl! Earl? Is Earl here? See, no, it doesn't work.
No.
See? By your own rules, Jai, Earl has already been disqualified. I would not feel comfortable yelling it out in a supermarket.
Tanjiro?
Tanjiro. Huh.
Tanjiro.
Oh, Daniel Wong says, so not Jebediah. I will not be naming my son after the founder of Springfield. Jebediah Springfield. See, Jai's just doing his part to keep the universe in balance. That's what he likes to do.
Yes, thank you, Jai.
Thank you, Jai, for all that.
And thank you all for tuning in.
Thank you, everyone. I really appreciate it. I know I put the call out on the Facebook. Since I did not know I would have a co-host until literally 5 seconds before I hit. It's like all of a sudden, I set this up for one person. She's like, I'm joining you. I'm like, I have to move the camera now. Thank you, everyone. I really appreciate you guys chiming in. Kota. We'll name the kid Kota. We'll name him after Ibushi. He'll be our little golden lover. Thank you, everyone. I really appreciate everyone who came on live and watched us live and commented. Thank you for commenting. Well, I need your guys' help in the future. Well, hopefully I can figure out the Skype thing so I can Skype in people. I didn't want to have Jai drive up here with like 20 minutes notice. I have a plan for you, Jai. When your episode comes up, I don't know if it'll be next week or the week after. I have a plan for you. You and I are going to have a very fun topic. It'll take up the whole hour. We'll text about it later, Jai. You and I are going to have a fun episode. It's going to be good.
Yeah, and if anybody else wants to co-host,
to
sit here,
if you dare to physically sit here with me in the cat house, you apply via Facebook Messenger.
Yep. That's it. As easy as it gets.
Apply via Facebook Messenger. Messenger me either via my personal Facebook or via the Dre's Geek Philosophy Facebook Messenger. And if you can physically get down to Montebello, or if I can figure out how to record Skype and not have any crazy feedback on Facebook, that's the thing. Because I know I could probably do Skype and my regular recording at the same time, but I don't know if I can do Skype. I think I can do Skype and the Facebook at the same time, but I don't know if I can do my computer recording, because there might be some feedback of the speaker having to go out into the Facebook mic. Irv, I would, but I'd die. No, you wouldn't die. See, let me do this real quick, because I put this out and people keep thinking they're scared to do the podcast. All you really have to do is be able to have a conversation with this guy. That's all you really need to be able to do.
Yeah.
if we can converse, you can do the podcast. You don't have to show up with any preparation.
No.
That's not necessary.
Our preparation was dinner.
Yeah, we had dinner, and I was like scrambling to write down a few thoughts. I was just quickly Googling, and just I write down like 5 things, and then the rest is just me.
Hey, Edward says.
Edward's down.
Yeah.
Edward's down.
Yeah, godson. Woo!
Oh, see, we have 2 people allergic to cats. So Skype.
Yes.
Once I figure out, oh, everyone's allergic to cats. So
Okay.
Skype.
Okay.
With the Skype thing, I figure I can do, what do you call it? We can do multiple people and just have a panel. And that was my original dream of the podcast. Cool. We can have panel where I'd have like 2 or 3 people talking.
Yeah.
And that way it would be less of me having to blah, blah, blah. But of course, it's primarily me blah, blah, blahing. But if we can have a panel, it's going to be great.
Yeah.
Ask the panel.
The more the merrier.
And then the panel can ask me questions. I can ask the panel questions. Hey, it'll be fun. As long as you can converse with me. You can be a co-host. You can sit in the co-host chair. She jumped in at the last second, and we had an awesome show. But of course, we have awesome chemistry. You know, we married, yo.
Put a ring on it.
I like this, so I put a ring on it. Just like we said. You know, that's how it rolls. It's got to be live. You got to do it live.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone, for watching live. Remember, you can always follow me at DreGP Podcast. That works on Facebook. It works on Instagram. It works on Twitter. It works on several other places, I'm sure, that works on. At DreGP Podcast. You can follow my wife at Rosa.Limon.Los Angeles.
Yep.
Did I get that right?
Yeah.
With the dots? Yeah, see, yours is much easier than Pete's.
Yep.
Pete's has like 3. It's like they're all like different interpolations of nostalgic books and comics. Mm-hmm. You can follow him, nostalgic_comics. Not sure which one that works. That might be Instagram. That might be Twitter. I'm not 100% sure. I'm never sure. It's been 2.5 years. I'm still not sure.
Yeah.
Of course, Patreon. You can be awesome like Daniel Wong. If you want to contribute financially, you can help me pay for the SoundCloud account, which is basically what the Patreon is going towards. Because in order for me to have that library of all 100, and this is episode 138, all 100, well, technically 136 episodes are available on SoundCloud. There's 2 that Sam Zia lost.
Sam.
Good old executive producer, excessively long executive producer Sam Zia. He lost 2 of them. I don't know how he lost them, but he lost them. They're on Facebook. And technically, if you want to hear, or actually you can watch those 2 lost episodes, they are on our YouTube channel. The lost episodes, I believe it's like 2 and 3, or 2 and 4, they are on our YouTube page. If you search YouTube for Dre's Geek Philosophy Podcast, you'll find our YouTube page. There's a whole playlist of our classic episodes, and all of our current episodes. I'm going to sit here for 40 minutes and download this thing from Facebook onto my computer and then shoot it right back onto YouTube. It'll be available there as well. So if you do some work, you can watch and listen to every episode. 136 of them are available on SoundCloud. Those other 2, they're on Facebook and YouTube. YouTube might be easier for most of you because you don't need an account for YouTube. You know how that works. If you want to support us, patreon.com/DreGP Podcast or Dre's Geek Philosophy. Just search for Dre's Geek Philosophy. All your money goes towards paying for that SoundCloud that I was just talking about. If you want to buy us a coffee, KO-FI, Dre GP Podcast, Dre's Geek Philosophy Podcast on Ko-fi, Kofi Kingston, SOS. Ko-fi. You can donate money. But if you don't have to donate money, I just ask because if someone is as kind as Daniel Wong contributes $5 a month every month, and respect. Thank you so much, Daniel. With no expectation of reward, he donates. Awesome. He expects nothing back from us other than producing great content every Monday night.
Thank you, Daniel.
Thank you. Dre's Greek Falafels. God damn it. I'm going to burn that shirt. I'm not going to burn it. That's mean.
No, it's a memory.
It's a memory. Dre's Greek Falafels. Yes. There's going to be merchandise soon. All the merch on Etsy. There's going to be an Etsy shop. Dre's Geek Philosophy. If you want 8-bit art, a whole bunch of Super Mario art, little perler beads going up, Buy those. Support my unborn child. Support my little boy.
Right now we have Nintendo cat toys.
Oh, if you like Nintendo cat toys, you can go to my wife's Etsy.
That's the only, yeah. Mm-hmm.
My wife's Etsy, Rosa
It's Let Me Out Club.
Let Me Out Club. Mm-hmm. If you go to Etsy, Let Me Out Club, you can, if you're one of the people that's not allergic to cats and has a cat, my wife makes these beautiful NES controllers. My wife, these beautiful NES controllers full of catnip. For $5, you can get a cute little cat toy.
And it looks like your
Joanna
cat
Morales,
like
right there.
Cat is playing Nintendo.
Looks like your cat's playing Nintendo. If you go to my Instagram, DreGB Podcast, you go back to like around this time last year, you'll see one of our adorable cats playing with it. It's so cute. You fill it up with catnip. They're getting high, and it looks like they're pressing the buttons. They play games. They're pressing the buttons.
They play games.
These cute little NES controllers. Like when we were walking through the fabric store, and I saw that pattern. I'm like, look at that! You can make little controllers, and so forth. An industry was born. My wife, exactly, Irv. My wife. Once again, yeah, thank you for watching. Yeah, you don't have to contribute financially. Just being here, watching live, commenting, sharing, liking, pressing the buttons. Doing that is more than enough, and I appreciate everyone who comments. All of you. Like, there's too many to count. Too many to list off, all the people who contributed today. Watching and commenting. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching. We'll see you guys. I might be here Wednesday doing something. We'll see. We'll see how it all works out. I'll come up with something. Maybe last comic tonight. I'll put on a dress shirt and a tie, and I'll do my terrible British impression. Hello, I'm John Oliver. I'm going to tell you about comic books. It'll be bad. I can't wait.
Bad voice acting, everybody.
Bad voice acting. That's the kind of quality you can expect every week from Dre's Geek Philosophy. Thank you for watching. We'll see you guys next time.
Thanks.
Have a good night.